I got cut off, but being succinct says, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? And so, and with an understanding that this is not a dress rehearsal. So I said, well, then, so she said her mom was complaining about the hair. I said, get a broom, spray it with furniture polish, and sweep your wood floors. Because that's what I do. Now, I discovered that, you know, because it sweeps up even the regular dust. So, fine. And then the next conversation about it, or text, was that, oh, my landlord's people in the building are complaining about her size, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I was like, you have to find her another home, right? And then the next conversation about her was, oh, I'm so worried about her. She can rarely walk upstairs. She doesn't look like she's doing okay. Her poop's weird, blah, 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 blah. I said, take her to a vet. And didn't hear anything else. So then, this is the crazy part of the conversation. So my nephew, some other reason he called me, and she actually texted me saying she didn't hear from him, and she was a little concerned, and this and that. And I was like, maybe he's changing the tire on the highway. Like, you gotta be more positive. She's like, I know, you know, he's been in the same space for an hour. You know, I'm like, he's gonna be all right. He's good. So, panicking. So I'm like, all right, cool. So he calls me and he tells me that he's all right. He dropped his cell phone on the highway. He put himself on the top of his car, and then he drove off. And the more he drove, then he lost his connection. His cell phone fell off the car. Some business. And then he says, and I quote, "Yes, well, let me ask you something. What did you do about Peace? Are you still in the market of, you know, rehoming Peace?" So I was like, yeah. I said, but the guy who wanted him changed his mind. He's like, oh, okay. He said, oh, because what's happening is that this is the conversation. She's having a baby now. The girl's having a baby. That we are trying to, we're trying to go on our journey, and we found a place to move into. However, we can't have a dog. And we need to find a place for her during our journey. And if you take her, right, we will watch the house and watch the dog while you're traveling, so for free, so that, you know, you can do what you need to do, and we can go on our journey. Because girlfriend does not want to, A, give her to just anybody. B, she knows she's going to be well with me. D, she doesn't want to put her in the pound. I said, let me call you back later, right? So hung up, and I started thinking. I already knew, and then I'm like, you say pound and my dogs for any reason, I'm gonna be upset. Those are your family members, right? So I'm like, okay, sometimes people have to leave their pets because of different reasons, and I understand. So it's like, all right, let me think. So I ain't calling back that night, because honestly, I got CRS, and on purpose, right? So while I'm out back working yesterday and talking and thinking and meditating to myself, meditating, it just dawned on me, do people think I'm stupid? Like, do you think I'm stupid? So I'm supposed to take this dog back in my home. Okay, I had this issue with these two dogs and my energy level and all the things I need to do, including my travel, and that was a problem for me, so I had to rehome them both. So I do find a home for one. And now, because you have problems, you want to send her back to me and let your dog live at my house. And I'm like, do you think I'm stupid? Like, or is this a level of selfishness? Or is this a level of please sending at all costs, including the cost of other people? Or is this a level of selfishness? Okay. Did you really, really not think of me when you asked me that question? Okay. I am also triple her age. Okay. I know something. And what I know is that she already knew she was pregnant. That's number one. You wanted what you wanted. You got what you wanted. Now you realize I'm pregnant. I need to move out on my own. And I have a dog. It's hard to find a place with a dog. Let me go back to the person where I got it from and say, oh, this, that, these 4 different excuses. And then it dawns on me bigger than that. I told her no 3 other times. Not once, not twice, 3. There's no BACKSEES. Okay. And then bigger than that, the crazy part of the conversation is that You did not consider me in any of your plans to go on your journey. You didn't say, I'm not asking her that. So I'm supposed to take your problem off your hands to accommodate you on your journey. Did you think about me? Because I can still house my dogs when I travel. That is not an issue, okay? You want me to go back to a problem that I got rid of to make you comfortable. Or are you trying to please her? And if you're trying to please her, you're still not considering your aunt by asking her this dumb shit, okay? And do I look stupid enough to even entertain the conversation when I already told you 3 times? She's not coming back. Now, in my face is Jetty's face. Little black Jetty's the most sweetest dogs on the planet. She's so sweet. She loves everyone. She's welcoming. She's like a big, huge black baby. You meet her, she's like, hey, she's a very high-spirited, high-energy, beautiful dog. Peace, laid back, like, it's Monday. It's Monday. I'm chilled. Woof, woof, whatever. He's chilled. This one wants to play. She wants to jump. She likes the volleyball. He's like, I don't care about no ball. I care about my food. I want you to rub me, and that's it. There are times I'm working on my computer. He'll lug my hands off the keyboard to rub his head. I'm like, stop being a man that does that. Needs so much attention. And so, yeah, I was upset by the conversation, and I'm out back moving bricks and cussing. And I was like, get yourself inside, old lady, because you're starting to get a little sore. And then, you know, I said, oh, I'm gonna call him. And I'm gonna say, then I said, I ain't calling him. I'm gonna do like people do. Silence is an answer. That's not my way. I like to be clear. And unfortunately, I wasn't clear in the beginning, unless you think I'm gonna change my mind to accommodate your journey. Did you consider my journey? So what's gonna happen next with that conversation? It's gonna come up again. Because now you two have adult problems. You got a baby coming on the way. You got a dog, and you need to find a place. This is real life. No more play, okay? So it's going to be interesting for them, because the problem that I solved for me got solved. You're not pulling me back in this mix. Like, did you not consider me when you even asked? Now, is that selfishness, or just some bullshit? I beg the question. Care to answer? Okay. And I guess the question is, would you go back to someone who solved the problem of theirs, make it their problem again to solve your own? Is that selfishness, selflessness, or like everybody about self? Did you consider me? All right. I keep saying it even to my daughter. You don't consider me when you make moves that involve me. You don't make no move that involves Dana, and she don't know about it. Did you make a decision about my life and nobody told me? And I'm able to make a decision for myself? Don't be making no decisions about me without my input. Okay? That happens in couplehood. That may not be politically correct. That happens often in marriage. Some people make decisions about their spouse and don't say nothing to them. And then it becomes a contention, like, you have to ask the other person what their feelings are about something that involves them. And if they choose not to answer, that is their bad. But you don't just go out and buy 3 houses and don't say nothing to the person and come, oh, I bought 3 houses. That affected me. Like, how dare you disregard my presence? Or do you think I'm stupid? The question is twofold. Is the selfishness, or do you think a person should make a decision about you without your input? Or, you know, do people think you're stupid when you're accommodating? So that's 3 questions. People think you're stupid or you're accommodating. Is it selfishness if someone makes a decision about you? And do people think you're crazy? I don't know. You answer whichever one you want. I'm just curious. That dog ain't coming back to my house. All right, later. Peace.